Star Radio's On the Money with Darlington Building Society.
Darlington Building Society, the heart of the local community.
So today I've got Tracy from the Darlington Building Society with me. Tracy is the District Mortgage Advisor. Hello there, Tracy.
Hello there, John.
Once again, we're talking about mortgages. I know it's a bit of a flavour at the minute. You've got these open days that are occurring still across the region, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But today we wanted to talk specifically about the Help to Buy mortgages. Now, an outsider looking in, someone as naive as I am perhaps, I was kind of thought that these particular schemes were very much aimed towards first-time buyers and quite exclusive to first-time buyers, but that's not the case.
No, it's not. No, you're also looking at home movers as well. People who are having difficulty, stepping the next step of the ladder. They can also be looked at. There's government assistance in connection with that side of things too. Okay,
and the deposit thing, I think, is where it all kind of sits around, doesn't it, Tracy? Because I think there's obviously a lot of people out there that are looking to buy that don't necessarily have hefty deposits. This is kind of aimed at them, I assume.
It is, yeah. I mean, the minimum deposit would be 5%, but sort of in the past, I think 10% has been the minimum. But yes, very much geared towards now people. If you've got a 5% deposit, then there is assistance out there to help with. There's two particular schemes for the Help to Buy scheme. There's a guarantee scheme, which is up until the end of December. That's going to a bank and still getting a 95% mortgage, but the mortgage lender can get a guarantee from the government for the remaining 20%. So that opens up more mortgages for the lenders from that side of things.
Sure.
But there's also the Help to Buy equity loan scheme as well. That's for new build properties. Again, need that 5% deposit, but you can get an interest-free equity loan from the Homes and Communities Agency for up to 20% of the value of the property.
This is aimed then at everyone, really. I mean, who specifically?
It needs to be your main residential home, so it's not aimed at people who are buy-to-let investors or are going to be having a second home. So it's specifically people who are either struggling to get on the housing market or struggling to perhaps move to their next house, have that next step up. So it is the main aim.
And you mentioned new houses. Is this quite beneficial then for those people that are looking to move into the new houses? Is it quite aimed at that as well?
It is. It's new. The equity loan scheme is aimed at new developments, and the developments will have an agreement with the Homes and Communities Agency that they can go through the Help to Buy scheme too. So it's very obvious, to be honest, if you go to the new developments, they have Help to Buy everywhere who's able to offer that particular scheme.
And I guess one of the things that many of the consumers, many of the potential people that come to you that are looking for these loans are quite concerned about is as to whether there's any attached fees to this kind of scheme. Are there any of those that have to be paid?
Yes, well, you've got your normal mortgage, so you have to be able to afford that and the usual fees that may be linked to the mortgage. From the equity loan side of things, there is a £1 monthly fee that you would pay each month just in connection with the scheme. The interest loan is free, the equity loan is free for the first 5 years, but after that then you will pay 1.75% of the actual equity loan. And part of the reasons for that is to get people to think about really staircasing, because with the equity scheme as it sounds, when you come to sell the property, if the government's got or the Homes and Communities Agency's got that 20% equity loan, when you come to sell your property, they will get 20% of the sale proceeds.
Okay.
So the fee, the 1.75%, it does increase each year in line with the RPI retail inflation index as well, right. Plus 1%. So it gradually increases after that in year 6 onwards to make you think about, let's think about buying the rest of that loan.
Sure, okay. And does the mortgage that you eventually take out, Tracy, does it operate in exactly the same way as any other mortgage?
It does, yes.
You get behind, you get arrears, it's the same kind of issue and how things are dealt with?
It is exactly the same, yes. And the one thing to note for the term is it's a maximum term of 25 years. After 25 years, that loan and the mortgage would need to be repaid, so the equity loan. So that would either be through selling the property, or hopefully you would have got the funds to pay for that. Perhaps you've took out more of a mortgage to pay off that equity loan.
Okay. And has this proved quite a popular scheme from the Darlington Building Society's perspective?
We're quite new to it at the moment. We've literally just started, but obviously there's a lot of new build developments out there. So yes, we're very hopeful that will be popular. It's everywhere you look now, there's new build properties. So yeah, we're very keen to help people get onto the property market.
Now, we always say this, Tracy. We always say that the mortgage area is a bit of a minefield, and I know you're obviously an expert in it, so it's probably less of a minefield for you. But these open days that we alluded to right at the very beginning, these are still ongoing, and obviously people can get information on when these days are and where they're at via your website, I assume.
That's right, yes. I'm aware there is one for Redcar next week on Thursday, so anyone in that area, feel free to pop into Redcar. But yeah, you can check the website and see when the open days are on.
Okay, and the website address?
It's darlington.co.uk.
Brilliant. Thanks for this week.
Thank you very much.
Got a question you'd like to ask the experts? Ask online at starradio.co.uk.